It's nice walking out here on the weekend because there's nobody out here. But there's people out here, so I gotta stop. So my dad asked me to make videos documenting my experience with the hurricane. I can try. It's been busy for us the last couple weeks. It's just been really busy. We worked 6 in a row, and then we had our other hurricane. My girlfriend Mary, her parents' house got flooded, like chest high. So like all ruined, like everything had to be gutted out of that place. We tore out drywall. We spent days taking like debris out, and just rented dumpsters. Like they lost a lot of stuff. So we did a lot of work with that, and then we had a little time off, and then we worked 3 days in a row. And then they're like, "Oh, there's this new hurricane coming," so we had one day off yesterday to kind of start getting stuff ready for it. So we're a little tired, but yesterday Mary is trying to sell her house, so we had to go over there and put up hurricane shutters over there. She has a roof leak, so we had to go put a tarp up and then put up all of her shutters. And traffic was really bad, and then we had to get gas, and we wanted to get ethanol-free gas for our. She has this little generator. So we got 15 gallons of gas, and the lines were just ridiculous. So we ended up just filling up my car with ethanol-free gas too. It was like $4.25 a gallon for that, but it was just easier than waiting, an hour, waiting, because we already waited in line for the ethanol-free. You have to go to a different pump in order to get the regular stuff, the cheaper stuff. So then we went to Publix, get some food, and then I had to put up shutters at my house, and a lot of the screws on the above the windows are stripped, so it took me forever. I have getting blisters on my thumb and finger and my hand. My hand's all cramped up. Yes, I should have used a drill. It just the screws are so stripped, it's hard to get them out with the drill. I still have stuff to do for that. The back shutter needs put up, the sliding door shutters, and the front window. Front window is driving me nuts because I can't get the shutters on. There's the way the facade is, it just doesn't fit very well. Plus the screws are messed up. So we got to do that tomorrow, and we have to clear out the garage because we want to fit both the cars in the garage, and they're not going to fit. And keep in mind, I'm working right now. I got the palm tree mostly staked up, but I need to kind of make it a little tighter. My palm trees keep falling over. I've planted 3, and I have 1 left, and I'm trying to keep this last one. But I feel like it's going to fall over. So today I'm working. It's Tuesday morning. This is the ER right here. I'm in a closet where we keep our equipment. So they closed down Manatee Memorial and moved a lot of patients out. So here at Sarasota Memorial, they have 7 ICUs above me on the 4th and 5th floor, and they're floor to ceiling windows, each one of the rooms. So there's 8 to 10 rooms in each ICU. So day shift right now is going to be, I think later in the afternoon, they're going to move all the patients there to the oncology building, which is, a long trip that way. And they're going to put them in the oncology PACU. So they're going to close down the ICU here because of the windows being right there. And it's facing 41, so it's facing inland. Or they're going to put it where there's no windows, because that would be devastating if the windows broke with all those patients. But and from what I understand, any patient, all the ventilators and stuff I get in here today in the ER, I'm assuming I'll be putting them over in PACU too. So some of the nurses were complaining because they thought we should have activated teams today, because it makes it really hard for people who want to evacuate with their elderly parents, or whatever it is, but they want to evacuate north or whatever, and they have to work their whole shift, so you get off at 7, the nurses 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, after full shift, you probably won't even want to leave until morning, or you're forced to leave tonight. If you leave in the morning, you could get stuck in the hurricane. If you leave tonight, there's a lot of traffic on the roads right now. So like getting all the way, if you were to go north, I mean, you have to go like all the way up past Georgia, probably maybe towards Alabama or something. And that could take, I mean, they said yesterday it took 7 hours. Somebody said it took 7 hours to get from Naples to Sarasota, which should be like 2.5 hours probably, and it took 7. So traffic is really bad. I'm assuming me going north from work, normally like to get here it takes like 40 minutes, and during rush hour it can be like an hour sometimes to get home, but I'm thinking it's going to be a lot longer today, so hopefully it's not horrible. Probably have to try to go a back way somehow, but there's not really any back way. You have to like get on the highway and then get off in order to go like a back way, or we're gonna have to go through the city. So right now, I was trying to look up the elevation of the hospital. I couldn't really tell. I didn't really look that hard, but it looks like it's pretty high, but we're so close to the bay. It's like walking distance to the water. So I can't imagine, because on the one thing I was looking at, it says it's like 35 feet above sea level. And I'm like, there's no way, because when you look out the window, you see the water, and we're not like on a hill or anything, so I don't think this hospital's 35 feet above sea level. I mean, on the first floor. So I feel like this place might get flooded, and because they said 10 to 15 feet of storm surge, which would be 10 to 15 feet above high tide. So I'm thinking where I'm on the ground floor now, I feel like there could be water in here. We'll see. They're thinking that, so I'm not A-team, so I'm not going to spend the night here. A-team comes in tonight, and then A-team for day shift comes in the morning, and they'll spend the night until the disaster's over, and then they call in B-team. I was scheduled to work tomorrow and the next day, but because I'm B-team, I don't have to come in. But then when it's over, then I have to work my next shift, so it might be Friday. Could be Thursday, most likely Friday. Yeah, not Thursday, because Thursday morning will be the storm. And then my dad's coming down here on Sunday, so I'm hoping they don't want me to work on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that, because we can't work Sunday. Our weeks go from Monday to Sunday. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So just to be a little more clear, I am B-team, meaning that I don't have to stay at the hospital. I go home. A-team has to stay here during the disaster. So I will be called in once the disaster's over. So I'm not spending the night here. This is outside the hospital, by the way. You can see blue skies. Not much to see here. It's calm. It's actually probably one of the coolest days we've had. You know, summer's finally over.